Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation.
What's good? This is episode 165 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am your anti-social host, Stutter McFly, back again with the special guest, this lady, and these two guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out here.
Kevin Wendell. Good to see y'all.
Oh, Molito.
No more Nick and Boots?
What's up?
No more Nick and Boots?
It's Kevin Wendell.
Shits and grits is a little bit. Like, that's one of the best ones.
Shits and grits. Oh, it is there.
Was it Captain playing at that time? What?
And then the Richard Beater.
Yeah. The peach tree tumbler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's always in me.
And I could remember that
pause.
Tumblr part.
No pause in that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay.
It's your girl, Dance the Diva.
This lady.
If y'all don't do nothing else, pray for me. Y'all see what these
This
niggas
lady,
is
can you
saying.
say your name in the mic, please?
This lady.
Thank you.
Well, didn't you whisper?
Yeah.
Then she whispered. She pushed the mic away from her, and then she whispered.
This lady.
Thank you. Thank you.
How were your weeks?
You know how it was.
It was a dope show. Did you enjoy yourself?
I may or may
Yeah.
not have been too drunk
Did you feel 40 on stage?
to remember.
Yeah. Yeah, every bit. Every bit.
Were you sore?
I was sore before I got there. You can see how wet my hat was?
Whoa. Whoa.
Slave feet.
Oh.
Well, I wear
I'm
the
not gonna
boots.
Mm.
So good. It was good. It was
Yeah.
good.
That's what's up. Mo, how
It was good.
how was your recap of the show?
It was a dope show. Again, I'm not going to say any names, but some people shouldn't rap.
It's me. I'm some people.
No, it's not you.
Fix
Okay.
hairlines. Fix hairlines. You talking about hairline.
What up, Patrick?
That's your week?
I had a good week. A time was had, a joke was told, and here we are.
At one point, I thought she was going to throw her panties at somebody on stage.
Oh. Joke's on you. I don't wear panties.
Damn. I did not need to know that.
We don't need to know you being your wife over every goddamn balcony you see.
You said it before he did.
Yep.
Shit.
He still ain't said it.
Any fan we have knows that she's over that dang on balcony. I told you if I get rich, I'm going to build y'all a
Where
balcony.
is the balcony
Look here.
counter?
I just love my wife.
And we love that you love her.
And I love her in all forms.
Hey,
Oh,
let's not get it going. How's your week?
it was a great week.
Because
Great.
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Let him love her. He ain't bothering nobody loving her.
Mario.
It ain't nothing about the love. It's like sometimes, we don't, like we said before.
Yeah, you do be saying shit. And then forgetting we have to see her again. So it's like,
That is weird though.
sir.
I haven't even
I
met
look
her
forward
yet.
Now
to
we
seeing
know
her.
she's sexy in a moo and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, throw that ass back, make it clear.
Hey, you guys we can still.
McFly, your week? Your week, sir?
That
Your week?
mine.
Yeah.
It was a good recap, good show. You know what I'm saying? Good show.
Mhm.
Enjoyed myself
Mhm.
hosting,
Mm-hmm.
dabbling in that a little bit. You know,
It's fun.
I was Dez's hype man.
Jug of LA water. I know you didn't have it.
I was up there with Dez hyping it up. They were like, "Is he gonna rap?" I was like, "No, I'm just here." You know,
He was here to rap.
right. He was here until he got up there rapping
I mean,
and
yeah.
stole the show.
I don't steal shows.
You stole the show.
I don't steal shows. I show up. You know, I don't show out. I enjoyed my LA water.
We should have stole some shoes from folks.
Some boots.
What? Yeah, definitely.
Pulling
Sliding boots off.
them
It's not that easy.
off.
It's the only downside. It's not that easy to take them off. Just can't.
Did you say how your week was?
Boots asked me. I answered, and then we went on to something else.
Oh, okay. All right, just making sure.
Yeah.
She whispered again.
Very, very, very
She said-
calmly. She said, "It was
good.
fine. It was fine.
It's really good.
It was, yeah."
Did you enjoy the show?
I did some
Yes.
things.
Okay, that's cool.
Things were done. It was fine.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the shenanigans. You know, sometimes you get overwhelmed in life. So I just call this too much on my plate. What does being overwhelmed mean to you? How do you recognize when you are in that state?
When I don't have a clear thought, just too much going on.
Do you get... I've been overwhelmed to a point, I don't know if anybody else is like, I get like in this weird flesh state where like I feel like my skin's on fire. Nobody else had that?
But I get heart palpitations when I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
That's anxiety.
I got anxiety.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it can lead to anxiety.
I have anxiety, like diagnosed.
I'm not judging.
I know you. I know you ain't. We can tell when you talking shit when you're not. It'd be clear.
I think everybody has some level of anxiety.
I think
I think so too.
when I guess it's almost like that, a clear thought, but I'm like thinking about too many things at one time where I'm like, I'm trying to solve this, trying to do this. Okay. And then I don't focus on any of it. And then I'm like, I'm tripping. I got to break this down or something. But like, that's kind of, and then I get into that like panicky mode and I got to find out how to control breathing and shit like that to get myself right. But yeah, that's my telltale sign. Just think about everything at once, especially right before you go to bed.
That's my daily.
That's the worst.
Unfortunately, it's my daily.
When you got to sleep with your brain won't shut off.
Yeah.
That's every day.
Yeah. I suppose that's why I sleep with a fan. White noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit. Never mind. I'd be tripping. But it is what it is.
You know how many episodes of How I Met Your Mother are in my dreams?
A lot.
Nigga, me and Barney are best friends. Anyway, go ahead. Who else was next? No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You never feel overwhelmed?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to, like, as you guys are talking about it, I'm just trying to figure out how to put it into words because I think being overwhelmed, like we all have said, looks differently on everybody, whether it be anxiety, whether it be a form of depression, whether it be you can't turn your thoughts off when you're going to bed. Yeah, when I go into the office, that stuff happens. And it just, it's literally one of those things where it's like, I need a checklist. And then you don't do that. And then it turns into like, shit, I don't want to do this. And
Yeah, just piles up.
it just piles up.
Oh, wait.
I also think a lot of us got ADD and ADHD and ain't been diagnosed.
Well, all of
For
us
sure.
do.
Yeah.
And I'm thriving with it.
It's just different levels, I think.
But I think it just adds like a wrench into what's already a damn problem.
You don't want to see me my thought process in writing because you would know it's bad. The ADHD shit.
Oh, you mean like psychopath?
Like I'll write something.
Hell yeah.
Leave, come back, write something.
But
Nah,
that's
that
the
was
best.
whack. Leave, come back. You like, God damn, nigga, just focus. Like I can't.
Those are the best
Yeah.
because you constructed it over time, I guess.
I think I'm also a curse of having the best ideas at the worst time. Like 3:00 in the morning. Oh, that'd be dope. Let me write this. Write this
That's
down.
not bad. I thought you meant like when you can't put it down somewhere, you're like, oh,
I mean, sometimes I can't. Of
course, this is where I'm at.
And then by the time I get somewhere, I'm like, damn,
Forgot it.
damn, what the fuck was that? Shit. That's why I try to tell Andy because he got the memory of elephant. Like, what did I say? Nigga,
I've been told I don't forget shit. What I can't remember are my lyrics. Weird.
That's not.
Not weird.
I can remember everything else. I can remember some random shit from 12 years ago.
You like, nigga, last year, the day before your birthday at this time, I remember, nigga, because I looked at you and said, nigga, what did you say?
It's happened.
I'm
It
like,
has happened. For me, the overwhelm is like I said, the flustered. Like I get flustered. Like I start fucking freaking out because I'm trying to concentrate and I can't concentrate. When I recognize that, what I generally tend to do is like I have to get by myself. I take deep breaths and count to 5. And then I literally one by one, I go by priority of what's frustrating me. And then I go one by one until I knock them all out. But that's the only way I can process getting through whatever's overwhelming me. But it's a process, and it's a continuous process. I'm sure I drive people up the fucking wall with the way I think about things. But like I'm always obsessed with what's going on in my brain. So it's never turned off. It's always going. And yeah, it's very exhausting. So can you share a personal experience where you felt overwhelmed and what led to the feeling? Like a specific story?
Yeah. I mean, typical Thursday, I'm paying bills. And then someone walks in and say, hey, don't forget we got this. Now I'm stressing out. Well, shit. Everybody can't get paid. So that means somebody ain't getting paid. Now I got to stress about who not going to call me there the soonest type shit. Or you get she needs this. Fuck. No, I didn't know.
Yeah, that sucks.
And it has to be paid today. Oh, no, I didn't know.
It's thrown in your lap, yeah.
So, I mean, I do the same shit to her sometimes too. So, it's fair game.
I try to be very, very, the earliest it can be known, I try to let it be known.
I try, but I'm forgetful. I'm like, I meant to tell you, I fucked up, but it's today. My bad. Or sometimes I thought I told her and never did.
Yeah, that happens.
Because I'll start talking to her to tell her, and then we talk about something else. And then since I'm forgetful, I'm like, I told her, right? No, you didn't. Oh, shit. Well, my bad, babe. I still love you.
I mean, like, I told you. And she's like,
no, the fuck you didn't.
Only thing I can think of, I mean, buying the house and shit like that, but like something different.
That was stressful as fuck.
I think I'm gonna take it to like when I was in the Navy, like when I got a position that I didn't fucking think I deserved, and like having to like be the supervisor basically of like the area I was in charge of, and you have to talk to people that you're not accustomed to talking to. So like that was one of those where it's like fuck, I don't want to do any of this, like, heart, all that shit, and just figuring out how to knock it out the park. Like every time, like go to see him, I'm like, fuck it. Like, I don't know what happened. I think that's kind of what made me more like I am now, is just learning that I could get through some of the shit where it's like, this ain't that big of a deal. So I think, yeah, actually taking on a role that I didn't think I could do. So felt overwhelmed, but I found out I could fucking handle it. So kind of dope.
I'm gonna add to what you're talking about. I know I had mentioned before, part of my role, I mentor new hires, and we have to mentor them for 6 months. So we literally, it's wild. So I have to teach them all of our paperwork, all of our codes, everything. And I had to learn how to make sure I'm open to questions, even though they ask them the same, like over and over and over, where I'm not being off the streets after, where I'm like, I just fucking answered that question. Stop asking the same question. I had to kind of resort back and be like, okay, they're asking because they don't know or because they don't comprehend, because we all learn differently. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so if you're talking about, not that I don't deserve to be a mentor, but I really had to dial back to perfect being a mentor so that I don't make somebody feel bad about nonsense. So, and it gets overwhelming because I literally want to be like, are you fucking listening? Do you fucking hear me? And you can't do that because then people will crumble and be like, damn. So,
yeah.
But that definitely becomes overwhelming.
Composure.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the question? When do you feel most overwhelmed?
No, can you share a personal experience where you felt overwhelmed and what led to that feeling?
I'm the most overwhelmed after I've had a miscarriage, and it's because of the stupid shit people ask me. Like, I feel like people don't have boundaries.
Oh, yes.
So they'll ask me shit like, what did my doctor say to me? And if you work with me, you probably shouldn't be asking me shit because there's HIPAA laws. And then they'll kind of push what they'll say things like,
You come on, like other doctors or family?
no, I've had coworkers say,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
my
that's crazy.
oh my gosh, what the doctor say? HIPAA, bitch. I mean, like, you can't ask me those questions. And then you have people that family, depending on which family member it is, of course, I'll answer those questions. If it's like my mom or my sister or something. But then you have the people that are like, we could try again. Well, you could have another baby, or people who, and I know this is probably coming from the most beautiful place, but I hate when people say, it wasn't God's timing, or put your faith in God, as if you're not praying for yourself. I can't stand that. And people pick really bad times to say that. And because I know that it's coming from a good space, I get very overwhelmed because I don't want to snap at you, but I don't want you saying that stupid shit to me. So that's when I'm the most overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Mine's is, I'm gonna use a specific story that you've heard many a time. When we doing the ride along with that bitch Jocelyn.
Fuck her.
I hope she don't watch the damn show.
If she do, fuck her.
All right, well, fuck you, Jocelyn. Go ahead.
So there's a process in order to become a driver for this company. Right, you have to go on do a ride along so they can see if you actually know how to drive a stick shift. So I went to the San Bernardino building and rode with who at the time in the beginning seemed cool. She, was being polite and friendly. So we get in the truck and I'm thinking, like, because my supervisors and everybody just said, oh, she just needs to, they show you that you know how to drive. You have to show her that you know how to drive stick shift. So we start going and we're riding on the streets near Waterman or whatever. And she starts asking me questions as I'm shifting, and it's stuff that we're not supposed to know yet. So she would start going through the tips for being a driver for UPS, or see, I said it. So, and I'm going, damn, I don't think I'm supposed to know this shit yet. So she keeps on asking as we're sitting in traffic, going through things, and I bullshit you not, by the time we got back to the building, I was so overwhelmed and hit with so much information at once because she was trying to fluster me. I couldn't touch the clutch. My leg was shaking so bad, I couldn't touch the fucking clutch. So I'm trembling as I'm trying to get out of the truck, and she's like, yeah, congratulations, you failed.
That's her.
She said it like that?
Yeah.
She
said,
congratulations, you failed. I hope you watch this shit. What's her name? Jocelyn.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta let the story finish. She was over there like, I hope she don't watch it. I was like, don't let the story finish.
Yeah, I should have let that shit ride, because fuck Jocelyn.
So I remember being trembling and getting back to the car and feeling like a failure, for one. But then I could barely fucking drive. My hands were trembling and the whole nine, because I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I thought like this was at the time an opportunity to work full time, and now I'm overwhelmed with a bunch of shit that I wasn't supposed to know. And come to find out, when I met Maurice in driver class, there were about 5 or 6 drivers in that class that all had to deal with her in particular, and she had fucked them over in one way or another. So yes, fuck you, Jocelyn.
She still worked there?
That's her thing.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, good.
She
What a
fired
bitch.
people elsewhere.
But you're not even. What the thing was is she was just supposed to teach us, or show. We're supposed to just show her that we know how to drive stick shift.
Mm-hmm.
Her thing was, I'm gonna fuck with you in every way possible to make sure you fail. Wow. But I remember that being one of the moments where I was so fucking overwhelmed and I couldn't process, to the point that I couldn't even drive because I was just in an overwhelmed state. So,
I'm sorry
fuck
you
you,
experienced that.
Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because imagine how many other people she fucked with.
and
Yeah.
that's dangerous. What if you would have crashed or something from being so overwhelmed? That's very dangerous.
I will say, the first time I was alone with Phoenix, when she was maybe like a month and a half, I was overwhelmed and nervous as fuck.
Yeah.
My wife had went back to work, and I was like, what the fuck do I do with this? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
like, then I got a hang of it. I was like, oh, he cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Kids, yeah. Okay. I don't want to sound like bad. I was gonna say the first time I had to get out the car with Ava, I forgot Ava. Not like for like minutes, but like the 30 seconds because I got out of the car. I said,
something wrong.
Someone feel right. I said, that's right. The goddamn baby in the back. Like, because it was one of them things where you have to, it's a process. So that first time I hopped out the car, I'm like.
No, I didn't have that because we just wouldn't take her nowhere. Unless she had a doctor's appointment, she didn't leave the house.
No, at the time, because she was recovering, she was with me attached. So when my dad wanted to see her, etc., she was with me. So like, it was to a point where like.
He was nice.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to come over here. You want to see her because she's not leaving here. And when you have to come in, clean clothes, wash your hands when you at the door and then go wash it.
Well, with my dad, he was only like because he was sick, he couldn't just you know. But when he wanted to see her, I took, and I just remember it just felt weird because it was something that you have to adjust to, because you're like, okay, I'm a dad now, right? That's right. Like, okay. But next question: what are some of the common triggers that lead people to feel overwhelmed? So, what are the common triggers for you that made you feel like, okay, this is usually common
when there's just like too much going on at one time.
So, do you identify that immediately?
Yeah, I'm like, it's just too much shit. I either need to get away or only focus on one thing.
How long would you say it took you to like get to that point where you started figuring out that this is?
Probably 4 or 5 years ago.
So recent.
Yeah.
I think I barely just got there this year.
Because I used to just be like, fuck it, and just wouldn't do nothing. And then I would wake up the next day and the process would start all over again because now I'm walking right back into, but now it's like, no, let me just focus on this. And then
I just got there this year.
It's kind of like what you said earlier. Let me focus on what I think is most important and then I'll work my way down.
Because,
When you say triggers, like, what do you mean?
Like the certain familiar symptoms that lead to you going,
okay,
yep,
like symptoms,
it's coming again.
I didn't know if you meant like outside shit or like what you can tell.
Yeah.
There's usually a shortness of breath for me. When I get to that point, start getting close to like panic attack and shit, I'm like, maybe let this go a little too far. And like that's because I don't have that. Because the thinking about shit, that's just normal for me. I should write shit down, but yeah, I think about there. But the control breathing exercises and shit like that work a lot. Because like slowing down your heart rate and just getting to a quiet place. I like lights off and shit like that, so I don't know if I answered more than the question was.
No, that's fine.
You good?
I'll turn my laptop off and just walk away from it for a minute because outside of answering phone calls, emails, case management, foot traffic and everything else, it just gets to that point where I'll be like, fuck this shit. I need to stop because if I continue, then I'm jeopardizing my ability to work. And I'm also jeopardizing the work I put out because I pride myself on the work that I do. And so, yeah, but it's almost like not like a chest feeling, but it's like a feeling where it's just like everything kind of is like to tighten up where you're just like, I need to stop and walk away.
Don't feel bad. I've literally looked at supervisors say, I'll see you next week.
He has.
Y'all figure this shit out. Because I'm not finna y'all figure this shit out. Maybe I'll come in next Monday. Maybe y'all got this together. But I'm done. I'll see you next week.
I don't blame you. Your mental health is more important.
Wait, what was the question?
Essentially, what are the common triggers that you go up like that happen when you're about to be hit with like a overwhelming
We're gonna get what was the question box for fucking days. Just like we got this for him. She gonna get what's the question? What's the question?
Listen,
the counter.
I just got to this point where I started asking that shit, but I'm now hungry, so I don't know what the fuck be going on now. I think I told you I have heart palpitations. That's how I know. Those are my triggers. And
when do you start identifying like when that you realize, oh shit, I'm having.
When do I really?
Like I'm talking about like you being able to identify them, like as far as so it doesn't get to a worse state.
I they come so like unexpectedly. There isn't a way to identify that particular portion of it, but to try to prevent it from getting to that state, I get nervous and can't like articulate what I'm saying correctly before I get to that state.
So do you just kind of step back at that point and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends.
I use my watch now.
Because sometimes I'll take a step back, and then sometimes if you taking me low, we going to hell. So I'm just keep.
I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna keep going. So it really just depends.
Step this way.
Yep, that's where I was at. Hey,
We going to hell.
I use my watch as an identifier now because it got to a point that I would fidget. I'll start moving around. I get restless. I start shaking and shit. And then my watch just hit me like, how are you feeling right now? Because, yeah.
That's tight. I probably need a watch like that. What is that, Apple Watch?
Yes.
Watch is intrusive.
Very.
I probably need, it's intrusive.
I'll be walking by, are you exercising right now, nigga?
Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm a little out of breath. Calm down. I'm working on it.
vigorous.
Yeah, it's very, very intrusive.
Damn, you ran a lap.
You good? Do you want us to record this?
That's funny.
It's the small victories. But yeah, I use my watch a lot, and then now I have it set up to where certain parts of the day it'll just ask me how I'm feeling, and I'll reflect on what I'm going through because I tend to stress a lot.
Mm.
So yeah, I use my watch as a kind of a marker for me because it'll pick up on my elevated, and when I hit that, I'm like, yeah, I am kind of feeling. Let me check that. Like, but yeah,
That's tight.
Affirm, Ultra Watch.
Oh. I was like, we got an ad?
I'm not paying for that shit straight up. Anyway, what coping mechanisms have you found effective when dealing with being overwhelmed?
Oh, I meditate, and that helps me a lot.
That's good for you. I love that.
Do you love that for me?
I love that.
Thank
for
you.
Old school McFly.
My answer is balcony activities.
Oh, fuck.
Can't be stressed when you relax.
And somehow we knew that was the answer.
Mr. Wendell?
Control my breath. Keep myself calm. Like I said, I put myself in a quiet place. I don't try to do too much because I just can't. Like, I can't focus on shit. Like, even video games, that shit don't work. Smoking, I'm like, that's just going to make me more paranoid and shit. So I go
2K.
inward.
Fucking 2K.
I go inside.
I punched the ground yesterday.
Yeah, that don't sound like that's
That's not healthy.
That actually sounds physically.
That's not.
Yes.
That's not healthy at all.
But that's or because I do like the driving range, and the driving range is almost like solitude. Even though you're out there with people, you're not out there with all those people. You're just kind of in your own thing. Like, all right, just focus on this, because golf is a motherfucker. So like, you got to focus on what you're doing. So it kind of like quiets the noise. So shit like that, subtle, very subtle. So playing golf and just have my earbud in and be like, introspective. Is that what they call it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like rapping helps me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get into it might be a 16.
Yeah.
I'll do like a 16. When I rap, when I do verses, I do like fucking 100 takes maybe in one verse. Just because I don't like how they sound until I get to a certain inflection. So it might sound like a rough draft from the beginning, and then however the way I want it to sound by the end is my way of focusing and controlling
quieting the thoughts.
And by the 100th take of it, it's like, okay, I like it now. But that would be my way of just fixating on something to calm down the overwhelm.
Sound like a Virgo.
What do you know? Yeah, it does sound Virgo-ish, doesn't it? Yeah.
Meticulous.
And vigorous masturbating. Anyway,
the watch. Got laps.
Did you hear how he slid that shit in?
Got laps. Fool been around the world and yeah.
And then you gonna slide it in like we didn't catch it.
That's what she said.
Shit.
Anywho,
Vigorous too.
Right. I told you stop doing that shit this way.
Nickelodeon.
saying ambidextrous. Anyway, how can you differentiate being busy to being overwhelmed?
He said both his hands.
Being busy is accomplishing goals and tasks that need to be completed. Overwhelmed is when you have too much on your plate for the process of getting stuff done.
Well said.
Yeah.
Shizzle.
I think we all agree with her.
Yeah, that's what basically
The masturbation too?
You can get shit. You
Not
can
the
get
masturbation. No.
I mean, no.
Not between you and your lotion and your hand.
And your sock.
They ain't got nothing to do
No
with
sock.
us.
It done. What the fuck? Did you? Yeah, dorm room?
Alrighty.
Oh, damn, that hurts.
So since we're talking about the busy part, how do you prioritize tasks when it seems urgent?
I keep the calendar. I literally have a schedule.
I'm a last second kind of guy, so don't do it.
Is that Virgoish?
No, I'm the opposite in that
Okay.
regard. Like, I read some of this shit, I'm like, well, I guess I'm not.
I have a calendar and I have a checklist. I have a daily checklist.
Yeah, I just try to write shit down and then just.
I don't write tasks down. I just write shit we got to go do.
I got a whole to-do list in my phone.
Yeah, if you look at my calendar, it's like it's just little all around. And even on the phone, it'll be like, hey, this is coming up.
Well, I mean, I got appointments and shit. Like, oh shit, I got a new appointment coming up. Fuck. But anyway. Task manager, almost.
Yeah. So, all right, I don't know how to say this, but
You just say it.
self-care. How much self-care do you do in these situations to make sure that you're okay?
A reasonable allotment of time with having a family.
Because with being busy is a lot of times it's hard to identify that you got to take care of yourself.
I like to do things when the kids are both at school or asleep. And that's kind of where I find the balance.
Do you identify it like immediately? Like, nigga, I need to start doing this for myself. Like when you're talking about golfing.
Yeah, I'll text somebody, like, hey man, we need to take a trip. Got to go hit the range. All right, got you.
I've still yet to go with you.
Yeah, we can go. I don't think you want to go right now. It's fucking 100 degrees.
Nah, I don't.
Not at all.
It'll be the first and last time I go to the range.
Got a gift card for Top Golf. We just got to pick a day we can all go.
I try to take I hardly ever get like big blocks of time. So I try to take the little 10, 15 minutes here to do things by myself. Sometimes I'll just randomly go to Home Depot and walk around.
Home Depot.
I was at Lowe's yesterday. I showed you the video of the clown. I was just walking around Lowe's.
Yeah.
The clown was cool. Where the head was spinning.
Yeah,
That
I
was
said
a pretty dope ass clown.
Me and clowns don't get along.
I don't like doing that. I feel self-conscious when I walk around stores and shit. Like, these fools see I'm just walking in circles like, they go rob us. Because I don't buy shit.
I don't think that at all.
Well, you don't work there. I'm talking about the people working there.
I don't think they think that
When
when
you're
I'm
like,
there.
well, when you look back and you're like, well, why are you asking me when I told you? I'm just
It depends on what
just
I'm wearing.
here.
I mean, well, to be fair, Kevin, most people at my Home Depot know me because I'm there
You
quite
just
often.
be there.
You know, because especially when I was doing all my woodworking and stuff, I was there often.
Ah,
So they
sure.
think what you getting today? I'm just looking.
That's a good one.
You know. Sometimes I buy something, sometimes I don't.
How often do you don't?
Often.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like Target for you.
Yeah, I go
No.
to Target. That's
No.
where I go.
Target.
No.
Yeah, because you can get Starbucks. And
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not just walking around Target, though. You're not walking out with nothing.
Yeah, not at Target.
Yeah, I know. You're a woman.
3
I understand.
items,
I get how that works.
$120.
I've walked out with just a Starbucks.
That's still something.
Yeah.
It's not Target merchandise. It's Starbucks.
But the Starbucks is in Target, and
So what?
Target gets a cut. So
That's garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't a $3 coffee. It's Starbucks.
Don't put my business out there.
I also say, when I actually have time to go to the gym.
Gym is important.
No.
I utilize the neighborhood as my gym. I tried the gym thing. It's not the business.
What's different for you?
Okay.
Because you're a lady.
Okay.
No one's chasing me around.
Shut the fuck up.
They ain't looking at me.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, they're doing a bad job.
You might be over there.
Because I haven't noticed.
You might not want to notice.
Huh?
If you look in the corner, somebody's like,
We're going to do it the hard way.
"Hey, what's up, daddy?" You're like, "Oh, hey, brother." You start looking the other way.
This ain't what you want. There's your answer?
Yeah.
Well, my morning routine is part of my self-care. So I meditate in the morning, and I play gospel in the morning. So that's part of my morning routine. And then Sundays is dedicated to myself. That's like my whole day just for me. Mm-hmm.
Man,
It's beautiful.
sounds great.
It
Sound
is.
disappointed.
It's great.
I ain't had a day to myself.
Little jelly.
Do
Yeah.
you put your crystals in the window to let the?
I got a mantle.
Okay.
I only put them in a window when it's like a specific type of moon or something like that
See how I
To
knew that?
recharge
to
it.
recharge them.
You see how I knew that? I'm not supposed to
You
know
don't
that.
just plug them in.
Don't just plug it in.
So, with self-care as in your mental health, so how has social media impacted your mental health?
It don't really, not, I mean, my social media now is pretty much just comedy. So I mostly laugh. So it's funny skits and shit. So it gets me out of my head what I'm thinking sometimes. But then again, you get tired of seeing certain shit and you just cut it off. So
Big back, big back, big back, big back.
That big bag shit funny. Okay. That big bag shit and Rick Ross's baby mama calling him a big back bastard is the funniest shit on the internet to me.
I think it's kind of helped me actually to learn to recognize what the fuck I don't want to see.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I used to let that shit stress me out and like what people were saying. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like when I see them, I'm like, oh, that's some wild shit, but I don't care. It's not, this is the internet. There's wild shit that you're just going to post. And they have made it easy to go hide. Like I don't have to look at this. So
Right.
it's given me that, is it like a balance, I guess you would say, of how to decipher what's not good for me. Toxic, as they say.
Would you say that's a growth in wisdom?
I suppose, I guess so. I'm 40. Yeah.
Growth.
Because I don't rebuttal to things no more much. I still do from time to time just to stir the pot, but
You don't go trolling, do you?
it's intellectual trolling. So
What does that look like?
it's a trap.
Gotcha, bitch. I will say I do enjoy reading comments.
That's all I
Yes.
Good ones or bad ones?
do. Soap opera,
Doesn't matter.
baby.
Sometimes they be so bad it be funny.
Like you like reading the comments on things and
Yeah.
not necessarily like comments
Yeah.
pertaining to
Yeah.
like the podcast.
No.
I like reading shit and going,
I'm like,
how'd you get this out of that?
especially the comments when they be going down on video, I'll be in tears.
Yeah. The comments are funny though. But I think with
For it.
social media, like it's how you perceive it and what you're gonna align with yourself and what you don't. Like, and unfortunately, so many people out there take social media to heart. Like they're talking about them. Like,
Shit ain't real.
well, if you really think about it, and this is a known fact, you're getting a glimpse at someone's life for 5 seconds, whether it be a reel or whatever. And I'm not saying that there aren't people that are happy, but genuinely, like there could be people that are depressed. I mean, suicide happens all the time.
You trigger me because eventually my Instagram reels make me sad because every third reel is oxtails and I can't afford them. So I have to just,
So I should stop sending any oxtail
Yeah.
food. Okay.
half the time you send them, I've already seen it.
My bad. My bad. I just know there's a lot of food places in LA that I need to go to thanks to TikTok.
Have you guys been to Fixin's?
No.
Yeah, I ain't been back up in there since they had the little shooting though.
Oh, really?
Girl, I gotta tell you about it.
Okay.
In that month.
But they catfish nuggets? Girl, shoot.
They're shrimp and grits.
Nuggets, yeah.
Yeah, they little catfish nuggets. Yeah, buddy.
Fuck with the catfish. Yeah, that's a nigga.
But that's gotta be cooked right. Hey, some niggas can't cook that shit.
They can't.
Yeah, no, some people can't cook it. But where she just mentioned, fire.
Yeah, I'll try it because I had some in Louisiana where I was like, this ain't even good.
Man.
And that's disappointing.
Maybe I just don't like catfish.
Yeah.
I think I have to just not like catfish. If I didn't like it in Louisiana,
Yeah.
that seems.
But the thing is, I don't like catfish. It has a weird taste to me.
It's
But
just
the catfish
fire.
at that particular place that she mentioned is fire.
Okay.
My brother-in-law deep fried his catfish last time we were out in New Mexico. That goddamn catfish was so good. I came home and thought about buying a deep fryer.
We should anyway. Yes.
But we don't fry anything.
Well, you
So,
catfish.
It would be, yeah, you're right. Shoot. But I do follow that guy on TikTok down there, fry everything, that big ass.
I was like, you'll be deep frying oxtails.
Shit. I watched that. He deep fried rabbit. I said, I want a piece.
Hey, I fucked up a
Rabbit stew is good.
what are those things called? A prime rib. Oh, I was so mad
How you fuck it up?
because I deep fried it, but I did it too long.
Oh, yeah, he fucked
That
it up.
shit's
It was jerky.
no, it's charcoal. Mr. McFly.
What you said resonated. I feel like when I was younger, social media played a big part in overwhelming or I guess depressing me in ways, because you'd see certain things and you just be like, damn, like I still got shit to figure out. Then you realize, like, what to Afton's point, you're getting 5 seconds of somebody not telling you, they're not going to show you their struggles. They're going to show you what they want you to see. So it's like, it's interesting to think when you really pay attention to how social media operates and is operated. It's meant for the basis to make us feel like we're missing out on something with someone else, and it's like that's not necessarily the case at all. But what I do take into account now, I take the strengths from social media, and now I'll do things like get ideas for creation or content, and I'm like, that's actually clever. Or like, especially TikTok, like I'll sit on TikTok, I'm like, that's some clever shit, and I'll send them some shit, and I'm like, that was actually clever what they did. Because it's I said, if you could take and strip away all the bullshit, and it's actually quite informative. Yeah, you can use it and utilize it the right way, especially in what we're doing. But before, just sitting there, it's like, nah, everyone's telling you whatever facade they want you to believe. So.
Absolutely.
Or negative.
Absolutely.
So.
That's why I don't share struggles on there, because I'm like, I don't trust none of y'all motherfuckers. Like, y'all might try to flip this on me. Like,
That's why I don't share shit.
I share.
I said, you follow me, my page is boring.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of my daughter. Here's a picture of my wife. Here's a picture of my wife.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, sometimes I'll be like, my life be like.
And I'll share like a funny meme or something every now and again. But
I used to share memes a lot.
I share me.
I had to stop because Facebook kept banning me.
I got banned for shit from years ago. They've been like, oh man, we're flagging your account suspended, and I'm like, how? Yeah. From 2021, you posted this. I'm like, fuck, I shared that. What the fuck?
The last straw was they flagged me for inappropriate image of a child, right? And it was that meme where the little boy had the juice box and you can see his ass. He's watching the game, and it says after you just gave it a dignity life, but you gotta try and watch the last couple of seconds of the game. Yeah. And I was like, really? This is what we're doing? Like, come on! All right. I was like, that's it. No more memes for me, unless it's only words, no pictures or nothing. I can't do it. It was funny.
I just use now opportunity just to speak whatever is on the mind. You don't even not know the context or whatever, but it's just whatever I'm feeling in the moment. I share it, leave it there, forget about it later. So It works. It does work.
Yeah.
Because, again, I said the people that know me can get in touch with me. Everybody else.
Tough titty.
Yeah. So,
What? 40. Great googly moogle.
He finna get his old nigga saying.
is that what 40's like?
Great googly moogle? Yeah.
No, don't.
Yeah,
I'm
great
40.
Googly moogle.
No. So you're by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, she ain't from around the way.
I'm not
She
saying
ain't
no
from around
tough
the way.
titties.
Well, that's not for y'all. That's a
I got
nigga thing.
titties. I can say it.
But I ain't never heard a woman like, well, that's a lie. That's a lie.
All right.
Old Southern.
With that being said, this has been episode 165 of the Heavyweight Podcast.
Yeah.
We thank you for rocking with us.
Thank you so much.
If you can look on the faces, it's hot as fuck in here.
Oh, yeah, sorry for our enthusiasm right here.
So the heat's getting to us, and
We're gonna have more energy next episode.
Jesus, take the wheel.
he's sweating like a hooker in church.
They don't. Never mind.
Hooker sweat.
Not in church. They about to clean up. But anyway.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Like, subscribe, share, comment. Till next time, we love you. Peace.
Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday, you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.